Hello, Scorpio. I'm back. Let me just check my audio, please. In one moment, please. Sounds good. So let's get into it. The energy is interesting, right? Full moon in Scorpio, full moon in your sign. So give me a minute here to get the cards out and we shall see what we will be discussing today. If you come in and you have a comment at the end of this video, let me know and we'll pull some short cards for you, some short card pulls. However, if you do like this video and you find something, useful in it, hyper like, let me know you need me. I have posted a lot of content today, so this may not send. Hopefully it will, though. Crazy energies. Letting go, even when you don't want to. I am starving, so we will eat after this. You guys might be hungry. Okay, not the best energy right off of the rip here. Who are we feeling like is stabbing us in the back? Who are we feeling like we are sick of? Who are we feeling like wants more and more and more from us? Even though we've given and given and given, I feel like you're missing someone as well. Someone that you felt really close to, someone that you felt partnered with, or you felt like was important to you, and you need to know something. This person misses you too. Maybe it was a friend. Maybe it was someone who decided to rest from a situation. Don't know. Don't know. 11th house, Mercury. You're waiting for some communication from a friend or from someone that you feel really close to. There's been some sort of communication or writing there. Maybe text message and whatnot, and you're waiting for a response. I feel like they will respond to you, but they want to respond to you in a way that is meaningful because you yourself have reached out in a very meaningful way. Let me make sure that this is actually viewable here because it seems like, okay. People may just not be getting, like I said, I've pushed out a bunch of content today. All right. Someone has really moved, and it's really important for you, Scorpio, to move with your heart. Your intuition needs to be in play here. I feel like there's something here around the 5th house of children. Maybe you're wanting a child. Maybe you're wanting a family. Maybe you're wanting more fun in your life. Needless to say, there is a situation here where you're feeling like very pulled to something, or something is really exhausting your resources. They're asking a lot from you. And I feel like you've been very versatile, very mutable. You've pivoted within a situation here. Interesting. You're also tired, exhausted, Scorpio. You're really weighing out if something is worth something here. Maybe you're thinking about walking away from a job opportunity or a job situation, or a situation that doesn't feel like it's worth your time, effort, and energy. You're feeling like something is draining you more than it is helping you. I feel like you do like some of the dynamics within this, though. Like the people in this. There is a sense of family, there's a sense of connection here that you're feeling, which makes it difficult because it's not everyone, it's not everything that's feeling wrong here. But there is a lot of energy that is asking you if you need to walk away, if you've involved yourself in something here that's quite over expecting. Let's just call it what it is, over expecting. I feel like some of you are speaking or thinking that something is very concerning because when you initially started into something or you initially engaged into something, it wasn't hey Jano, it wasn't like I'm glad you're here because I was wondering if it was actually like projecting it. I know I've pushed out a bunch of content that can confuse the algorithm a bit. But some of you guys are really concerned because I feel like something is really picking up in the expectation, or you're getting a lot pushed on you, or getting a lot on you. And it's like you don't want all of this. You don't want all of this energy. You don't want all of this expectation applied on you. It's like you kind of want somebody to proceed back or figure out another way other than to just like give you all of this responsibility. It feels a lot like responsibility. It feels like a lot is going on. It feels overstimulating. I got to be quite honest. You've been very steadfast. You've been very much pushed in the energy. I'm pushing back the table, right? So there's an energy where you may be pushing back on something. You feel like it's too close to your energy. You feel like it's too much. It's requiring and asking too much. Okay. It's interesting. I'm feeling like you're wondering if you should sever something or if you should move away from something here. It says do not take this. Financials might be at play here. This could be a job situation, some sort of group that you've aligned with, something new here. Friends. For some of you, you're trying to get pregnant, okay, because the Empress is here and we're talking about what it is that you're trying to proceed forward in. And I think that some of you might find yourself in a situation where you're stressed out, or you're very much trying to have a family or have children or something like that. And you're really looking at your stress levels. You're looking at a situation that might be really making it difficult for you. I think that some of you who are actively watching this might be actively trying to have a baby and you're wondering if you're going to have your cycle. Okay, I am picking that up. I'm sorry, it's coming through. It is what it is. You need to know something. For those of you that are trying to get pregnant, you will get a gift. You will get what it is that you seek. It's coming your way. It is something that you desire. It's something that you seek with the fifth house here. So if you're a Scorpio that wants a family, if you're a Scorpio that's wanting a child, this is coming your way. If you're trying to fix things with a child, Scorpio, if you're trying to fix a situation with creativity, with things that you've created, with a child, with a home situation, I feel like that is definitely going to work out in your favor here. I do feel that. However, there's something that needs to be released. There's something that needs to be let go of. What do I mean by that? If you're overly focused on something and the details of how it needs to go down. So an example, say you are a Scorpio that is trying to conceive or have a baby here. If you're very focused on the mercurial details of it, it can actually impede or push away the process. So just be aware of that. When it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. It's going to happen regardless. I can see it in your future if that's what you want. If you're a Scorpio that does not want a child, you do need to be careful right now, okay? Because you're very fertile. Okay, very fertile in the energy, especially if you're releasing things. But there's this expectation. I'm really picking up on a Scorpio here that's wanting a baby or is wanting a child or a family. Okay, if you're that Scorpio and you're watching this, you need to know that there's a lot of expectation that you're applying on this. Just let God do the work, okay? Your intuitive going to know when it's the right time. So if you're finding that you're overly stressing yourself out because you're using ovulation sticks, or you're really tracking things, like pull back a little bit, Scorpio, pull back a little bit. Let it happen. Okay? That's easier said than done, but intuitively you know that it's coming. I think that some of you Scorpios, if it's not a child that you're trying to conceive here, I think that it is specifically like you coming back into a sense of your heart, love, happiness. I feel like you have lost a part of yourself, Scorpio, and you're really looking towards the future here. And you're kind of like, you got this viewpoint of what you want to manifest or what you want your future to look like. And I feel like that isn't going the way that you had anticipated. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It doesn't mean the blessings are not going to come in. It doesn't mean that what you're manifesting isn't going to come to you. It's just happening at divine timing, right? I really feel like some of you who are watching this, Scorpio, you really want a baby. It's not going to be for all of you. But I think that I'm being beckoned to tell you, like, to let go of the expectation of it. Keep the fun in it. Like, really connect to your partner. It's about the love that you guys share. It's about the connection that you have. It's part of the journey, man. It's part of the journey. Okay. But something outside of your home situation or your internal world needs to slow the fuck down. It's too fast. There's something that's asking too much. Maybe it's a job here. Maybe it's stressing you out. And so there needs to be like a recalibration or rebalancing of the energy. I feel like some of you Scorpios have had some sort of like, and this won't resonate for all of you, but some of the Scorpios watching this, you have split up or you've changed your title, and maybe your focus is children. Maybe there was children involved. Okay. I feel like things are starting to settle down. Things are starting to go better for you. It was a little up in the air there for a minute, especially if you've had to sever your energy from something here, Scorpio. Okay. All of my Scorpios are walking away from something, whether it's a job, whether it's a partner, I don't care what it is, something you've had to sever because it just wasn't in alignment with who you are. It wasn't in alignment with this future. It wasn't in alignment with what it is that you desired. Okay. Inner world changes for real. Lots of healing and releasing and dealing with stuff. You've had a breakthrough, Scorpio. And there's been this deep understanding that you've recently come across about how things aren't going to look the way that maybe you thought they were going to. And that's okay. That's okay. As you evolve and change, as does your aspirations, as does your dreams, as does your desires. I think that you are in an energy right now, Scorpio, where you want things around you that you truly desire, that you truly want. Okay. You want to feel that warmth again, that love again. Okay. You're missing somebody though, like a friend of yours or like someone that you value, someone who really brings a lot to the table. Okay. I feel like even this message isn't getting to the right people yet. It's like there's a miscommunication, or there's like this energy of a severing energy with Aries here. It's blocking the light, blocking the clarity, blocking the manifestation, but it will find you when it's meant to find you. You will definitely get the message. It just might not happen in the precise timing that you are projecting, right? I can tell you this, Scorpio, your fourth house of home, internal world is definitely going through this transformation, this shift. Okay. Things are up in the air. They're shifting and actively changing. Maybe you are debating on whether you need to uproot, move, change, buy a house. Maybe you've purchased a home. Okay. There's a lot of energy here. A lot. Some of you are upset as well because something that you've tried to manifest, like I said, it hasn't come to fruition yet. Maybe it's something you're creating. Maybe it's a novel you're writing. Maybe it's lyrics that you're writing or a song or something like that. It's not coming together, or again, it can be anything that you create. Okay. Something isn't coming together. It's lacking some sort of structure. It's lacking some sort of, like, the biggest thing I'm getting for you, Scorpio, is something is all over the place in your energy, whether it be work, whether it be home, something's all over the place and it's stressing you out. Okay. It's all over the place and it needs to be reeled in and sort of structured. That's what I'm getting for you. You're trying really, really hard to create that structure and maintain that structure, but it seems like things are on a shaky ground right now. There's this energy that's trying to bring in the desires of your heart, right? But it's coming in weird. Like, it's coming in very Uranian. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. The information is a little bit different than what you're used to. It's happening in a different trajectory, a different timeline. You know what I mean? I'm trying to not get too out there with this Uranian energy because it can be sort of when you least expect it or very sudden. It's like what you think is going to happen, it's going to be the opposite. So like if you don't focus on that detail and you just like you're open to co-create, that's when it comes in, right? There is a desire for some of you that is controlling you, and there is some fears kind of creeping up with this desire about it not happening. I can tell you it is going to happen, Scorpio. It's going to happen. So just know that it's going to happen and relax a little bit. Lean into the actual art of creating. Okay. I will tell you this, Scorpio, when you manifest, and I'm going to say that like that, it's very potent. It's very strong energy. Okay. But with this download of this electrical energy, it's distorting things out a bit and it's not happening in the place that you expected. It's sort of like a lightning bolt. It's just hitting randomly and it's not hitting the same place twice, right? Your manifestation is still just as potent. It's just not happening in the same place. All right? So just know that what you're trying to manifest will certainly happen. Interesting. But there is someone you miss, like someone really spoke to your heart or someone really spoke to you energetically and you miss that person. Like I don't know if there's just been some distance there or whatever, but there's somebody you really miss. You really miss this person. It's been, I think they've just been on the grind. They've been working. They've been doing the things that they want to do. But you have a lot of respect for somebody. You have a lot of respect, a lot of love for somebody. It's a mutual love. This person respects and values you, even if there's distance, even if you're not around each other every day. This person loves you. They keep an eye on you, just like you do them. Just like you do them. Tell me about this, please. Because I feel like this friend has something to say, or this person that you value has something to say here. And I feel like they're saying, listen, I had to move away from a situation because it was just too difficult. It was putting me in a situation to where I couldn't deal with that energy, okay? And it doesn't mean that I don't love you, okay? I just had to make a judgment call to move away because it just wasn't serving me anymore. So I feel like some of you Scorpios may have had a friend or someone move away that you valued very much. This person's saying they still love you. It has nothing to do with that. And they're actually sad that they're not around you anymore. Maybe like prioritize spending time with this person. I feel like this person could hit you up or just give you like this sudden random message being like, hey Scorp, I miss you. I would like to like hang out. Like, how has things been? How have you been? Because like I feel like this person is missing you. So just know too, Scorpio, you have very strong manifestation power. If you're thinking of someone, it's certainly they're gonna think of you, you know. But this was like a a best friend or someone that you just felt like really embraced you with love, okay? And they genuinely did care about you and genuinely do care about you, okay? And they would love to have this connection go forward in friendship and be able to be a part of your life as you would them as well. This person is a cheerleader for you. They root for you. And I feel like you also are this way for this person. It's kind of nice. I like it. It's a very complimentary energy. So if this is someone toxic, that's not going to be who this is. This is someone that it's a newer person, but it's a person that certainly made you feel something inside your heart, and you genuinely admire this person's beautiful heart. Okay. So there's a lot of love there. Definitely like this energy. So be expecting a message, Scorpio, from a person who values you very much. If you've contacted this person, Scorpio, they're trying to come up with a wonderful, beautiful, they're trying to come up with this, what do I want to say? Like something that matches the intensity of what you wrote. They don't just want to say anything. It's important to them that you understand how much you mean to them, and how much they appreciate you and appreciated you being there for them. Okay. Just know that it's heartfelt and it's truthful, and they want to speak with poise to you, and they want to speak truthfully to you. They don't want it to be rushed. Okay. This person really, really cares about you. I feel like this is a friend though. This is not, I mean, it could certainly be someone that you have feelings for, but this is a friend, that really, really misses you. Okay. Let me actually see here. They really miss you, Scorpio. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't? They're worried about you because you're around some false people, possibly an occupation here, a job. They didn't want, maybe, okay. So for some of you Scorpios, you worked with a person who left a job situation and they really cared about you, like genuinely cared about you. And they do worry about you. Maybe it's a place of work or something like that, or they worry about the people that you work with or something like that mistreating you. It really pisses them off when they think about that. So just know that. And then of course there is good people around you, Scorpio. So just know this person's just like thinking of you and worrying about you. It's not that big of a deal. Whoever it is protective over you. They're protective over you, but I feel like this person's coming up in conversation, like maybe like people are missing this person as well. And it kind of makes you sad, like when they bring this person up, because you haven't heard from this person, and you need to know that this person thinks of you, prays for you, like they're on your side, Scorpio. It's kind of beautiful, really. All right. You will hear from this person. It's just they want to make sure when they respond to you, it's meaningful and it's not rushed. Okay. So just know that. And let me know when they do, because they will, because energy don't lie. You're seeing that someone is not what they appear, though. Maybe this person warned you about somebody, or maybe you got a warning about somebody and that they weren't what they appeared to be. Okay. I feel like this person was intuitive. They were a bit strange, but you like the strange. So you were very accepting of this person. Okay, moving on. You're missed, Scorpio. You're missed. Again, you're going to get some communication from someone that's been quiet for quite some time here. Again, I don't feel like it's a time for past to revisit. I don't, but I feel like if there's a situation where things didn't end terribly or something like that, and there needs to be like some communication, or someone was doing something to better their self or a situation, I feel like you could certainly hear from this person. I don't know if there was a disagreement or misunderstanding here, but someone will certainly come back and communicate to you. You need to know that. You're going to hear from a couple of people that you've been wondering about, or you're going to hear from a couple of people. Okay. So let's look at this Lovers card. Let's look at this too, like this energy here, because I'm interested in seeing what this is. Something's about to pick up pace really fast. I feel like it's picking up pace at like your occupation, your work, but there's something within your love life that is going to pick up pace like rapidly here. It's going to be very sudden, very fast, very movement, lots of communication. I feel like I just seen 2 of Cups. It might be hard to hang on, like hanging on for dear life here. It's like something's moving really fast. Just take a breath, Scorpio. Pull back, retreat if you need to for a minute. Recollect, recollaborate. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you really need to be in an energy where you're prioritizing your peace, Scorpio. It's very important right now. Something is messing with your peace, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, for some of you, it's a connection. Some of you, it's something that you're trying to create here. For some of you, it's some people that you're working with. I don't know. Somebody is disrupting your peace. You're feeling like pulled a lot of different ways. And it's like with you being fixed energy, it's like you have been very fluid in the energy. You've pivoted, you've done the things you need to do, but it's like you just want a little bit of stability here. You want things to be a little bit predictable, a little bit calm. That's what you're needing right now. So you're desiring a slow down in the energy a little bit. You're desiring not being pulled so many different ways, Scorpio. That's what you need right now, because that is what's wearing you out, is having to do this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing. It's a lot. You need a little bit more structure. And I feel like for some of you, you might be considering moving away from something here and starting something new and severing it if it's preventing that structure from happening. Something, the bouncing around is too much. And if you haven't done a lot of travel or bouncing around or something like that, that's pulling you a lot of different ways, and it's feeling like all over the place, it's coming. It's coming. There will be movement. You're going to feel pulled, or you might have to change it up or go somewhere else or do something else. You know what I mean? And I think intuitively you know where this is going. You're in your head about it. You feel stuck because it's like you're having to wear a lot of different roles or do a lot of different energy, a lot of different things. And it's like been exhausting for you. All right. Is there anything else I need to know for Scorpio here? I want to know about this Lovers situation. That could just be something that you've partnered with, Scorpio, literally. Okay, so expect the unexpected, Scorpio. I don't know what else to say. I feel like something that you've partnered with or someone that you've partnered with has like a super high expectation. It's been very difficult. It just jumped in my lap. But I feel like you have negotiated or like negotiated your worth, which I don't like that you've had to do. You shouldn't have to negotiate your worth. It should be noted. One moment, please. Well, maybe. There could be a little bit of a disagreement with like a main female coming up, or maybe like it's something that you negotiate or talk about, and like there's some sort of female energy in your energy. It could be a boss, it could be a supervisor. There's something's just not chiving right. Something's not chiving right. And I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that. Overly controlling, creating a structure that is fixed, that is sort of benefits this person. Someone ex-privileged around you, energetically speaking. There's a lot of privileged energy, like someone expects that they're going to be treated a certain way. There's nothing wrong with showing people or teaching people how to treat you, but it's like entitlement sort of energy. This is like someone that has a higher title or something like that, that maybe you are sort of in the energy of seeing the performance or seeing what's going on. This is all over the place, Scorpio. I feel for you. So what really is happening here? I feel like there's multiple shifts and changes in the energy for you. I feel like there's a Uranus energy here that is suddenly like shifting stuff. Things are happening, communications happening. You're getting communication you don't like. You are starting to understand that you don't desire certain things. Um, really getting in alignment with the things that you want here. It's quite difficult energy to navigate, and I can see why you're feeling like there needs to be a bit of structure here. I can definitely see that. I do feel like you're going to very much focus on bringing in structure, but not corrupt fixed structure. It's like structure that benefits you. You need to rest, Scorpio. You're freaking exhausted. Why are you so tired? Is it because this person is acting privileged and they're asking you to take on a lot of roles or do something here? What is this? I feel like you're going to recollect your energy. I feel like you're going to rest. I feel like you're going to work on really prioritizing your energy. Some of you guys have entered into a partnership that has absolutely got you split. You don't want to stay in it anymore because it is draining you. 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. You're debating on whether to walk away. Okay, it's just requiring too much. It is requiring too much. You are not wrong, Scorpio. You must be proceeding forward with your intuition. It is important. There is a need for you to say no to someone. That is hard, okay, because you're trying to be a team player. It's like it's like there's a group dynamic here, and you're really, really, let's acknowledge that, putting a lot of effort into creating some sort of family dynamic or group dynamic here. You are busting your ass. You are working very hard to keep things flowing, okay? Even to the expense of your energy, Scorpio. And you're going to have to put your foot down and say no, especially if someone is acting privileged around you, especially if someone is asking for too much. You have to be able to say no. This isn't going to work for me. I'm sorry, I can't do that. It's definitely a no. Okay? So that's going to be hard for you coming up because you're going to have to tell somebody no, or tell some situation no. Enough is enough. And I feel like you're kind of getting fed up a little bit. I don't know who's doing that to you, but that's not right. Okay. So if you're cross watching for a Scorpio, they're kind of getting fed up. So just be aware. They're good with being left out in the cold, leaving you out in the cold if something's too demanding and there's too much expectation. So they're like, this can't be the path, It's about your desires for the future, Scorpio. It really is. And you're on this journey right now. I feel like some of you Scorpios suffer from health problems, though. Maybe issues where it requires you to go to the doctor and stuff like that. Like just maintaining your health, or maybe you are really focused on your health, or focused on your physical fitness, or focused on health in general. Maybe this is stressing you to the point where you have to put your foot down. I don't know. Possible. I feel like there are other priorities in your life, Scorpio, like this very close relationship, this stable relationship that you find yourself in, and sort of like the desires of home, the desires of children, if that's who you are, Scorpio, if I'm reading for you and that's you, okay? Prioritize your desires. Again, don't become overly focused on the details of that. Just let God create and create that situation. Okay, Scorpio? This reading's all over the place. So you're gonna have to let go of something, it seems like to me. And for some of you, it feels like someone who is asking too much from you. It feels like a difficult energy to navigate because it's sort of all over the place. There's a lot of fire energy here that's activating. I feel like fire, and there is a lot of air here on the board, you know, but for you, more so the air is coming in as like understanding what I need to walk away from, understanding what isn't working in this energy, understanding what it is that is not in alignment with my future. What is it that I want for my future? So it's a lot about refining your desires of what you want, Scorpio. Again, like I said, to reiterate, I feel like you have someone from the past here, a friend that you value very much, that potentially is going to reach out and really match some sort of conversation that you put into play here. They very much value you. Just to kind of reiterate that, maybe something happened there where you guys got sort of distance happened, maybe life happened, okay? But I feel like you are in an energy where you're feeling exhausted, Scorpio, and it's important for you to move forward. If something doesn't feel right, it's not right. It's very important for you to move forward by intuition, right? Something is wearing you out so much that it's hard for you to really tap in and tune into your intuition. And you cannot get drained like that. It's important that you stay rested. It's important that you feel, you know, yourself, Scorpio. And it could be just all of this energy where something, a situation, a person, place, thing, a job is asking too much of you. They're asking just too much. It's not humanly possible. All right. So you may be clearing that out or setting some sort of boundaries or creating a structure or putting like something into play where you're like, you can't just do this. And it's like saying no. You're saying no to something. Okay. Is there, I'm sorry, it was all over the place. I can't help it. It's just the energy. Is there anything else that I need to tell Scorpio? Anything else that I need to tell Scorpio? I feel like you're waking up, Scorpio, to some things that just is not working for you. And I feel like you are, you know, dissolving some things here that isn't. Like, you need sleep. You know, if I'm talking to you that you're exhausted, you need rest. Like, you have to be able to rest. Like, you're so tired. Scorpio, you're tired. You're freaking tired. And I feel like there's some emotions that are bubbling up within you. Something's making you emotional too. Something is making you feel deeply. Okay. It's hard because there's an energy where, you know, you might have to let go of something and you really don't want to, but it's like draining you, you know? And I'm going to tell you something else, Scorpio. There's this really strong desire for you to be close to God or be close to something spiritual here. So if it's not, then it isn't in alignment with you. Okay. Like, I feel like this person was spiritual. And that's why you resonated with this person. You are spiritual. That's why there was a connection between the two of you. You know what I'm saying? If it's not spiritual, it's not for you. There is a desire for God. There's a desire for creator. There's a desire for creation, not just creator, but creation. And anything that impedes that is going to be severed because it's not in alignment with what you're manifesting in the future here, Scorpio. Okay. I also feel like there could be a harsh communication or like a harsh conversation with a friend. Maybe somebody's getting on your nerves, Scorpio, and you kind of say something a little bit harsh, but it's like the truth, you know. I feel like you might say no to somebody and they might not appreciate that, but maybe it's not just no, maybe it's like, you know, have the fucking day you deserve. I don't know. Like it's almost as if you're like you're fed up with something. I will say that. And there's a lack of spirituality in certain things, people, places, and things around you. And that's really making it hard for you because you need that. That's something that you need, Scorpio, right now. It's not even negotiable. that closeness to creator, to God, is what you desire inside of you. It's something that you need to have, and it's necessary for you to align and move forward into the future. Okay, you do have some people around you that's pretty self-focused, and like I said, there's a fixed structure that benefits them more than you, which I don't like. I don't like. You're so um wonderful to have around, Scorpio. You're such a selfless person. I can speak from experience because I worked with a Scorpio that I absolutely adored. And while I did not know them very long, we bonded very strongly. Always do with Scorpios. There's just something about you guys, you know. I do have a moon in Scorpio, so that can potentially be what the connection is. But I am feeling this energy a little bit too. Some of the stuff that's happened around me, I can resonate with this. Okay. I absolutely loved that Scorpio that I worked with. I'm not dropping names, but wonderful, fucking wonderful person. And I probably stayed a little long because I really valued that person. Um, I think, Scorpio, that someone really truly, while there's turbulence going around you, I think that someone truly sees you for the first fucking time. Um, they see you. They see how powerful you are. They see how powerful you are. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and they acknowledge that. And they just like you. They appreciate you. It has nothing to do with what you can do for them. However, Scorpio, I do feel like you have done something for this person, or you just naturally do. But this person expects nothing from you. They just adore you. For you. Just for you. You was the thing that the person that come along that actually made it make sense for this person. There is a lot of admiration for you from somebody, Scorpio. They admire you because I admire the absolute hell out of that Scorpio. Wonderful person. Love her. Totally would have her back. Point blank. It's a different type of thing. It's a different friendship. It's a different connection, right? This person gets it. You get them, they get you. And I believe that God lines those kind of connections up. They really, it really is that way. It's a divine intervention. You are meant to cross this person's path. They were meant to cross your path. And I am getting that. However, I feel like just because the immediate environment has changed doesn't mean that this person still doesn't absolutely adore you, Scorpio, because they do. And they want to talk to you another way. And I think you do too, especially with the Eight of Wands here. Okay. Things are picking up speed. Besides, this person has an intuitive knowing. Okay. They help you and you help them. They absolutely know that there's something that you're manifesting or something you desire, and they know you're going to get that. They know your strength. They are rooting for you to get what it is that you're trying to manifest, or get what it is that you are wanting. They're rooting for you. This person prays for you every night. Okay. So like, you do have people around you, Scorpio, that value you. They are there for you because of you, not because of what you can kick to them, not because of what you provide. Even though you do stuff for people, like that's just who you are. You're just sweet. I probably shouldn't have said that on social media because, you know, that's a secret. But I love the hell out of Scorpios. I can't. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I get it. I mean, they gotta deserve it. But again, Scorpio, I feel like you're going to be telling people no that deserve that no. Okay? Because somebody's asking too much. Right? And you are such a big-hearted person, Scorpio. Like, people don't tell nobody, right? But like, God, you really are. Like, you have a beautiful heart, and you will take on a lot of hats, and you'll juggle a lot because that's just who you are. You take your partnerships really seriously. It could be, I don't care what it is, work partnership, friendship, you take that shit seriously because you're fully invested in things, and that deserves applause. That deserves, you know, acknowledgement. But I will say, Scorpio, you're going to find some things falling away from your energy. You're going to find things falling away. You have to trust God is removing those things because it is not in alignment with your new aspirations, your new goals. They've changed. Your future has changed. Okay. Whew. If you find anything in this that is beneficial to you, hype like this, let me know that you need me, Scorpio, because if you don't, you don't. But if you do, I would like to help you. It is hard to find, Jay. No, it is. You resonate a lot with Scorpios too. Definitely, I do. And this can resonate for your Scorpio placements within your birth chart. Okay. But that's what I got for you, Scorpio. So let me know below. Comment under the video. Let me know if there's something you would have liked to hear more about. Maybe I'll integrate it into the next Scorpio reading. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Jano, for all your support today. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you so much. I hope you know that. I'm sure you know that, but I'm telling you, I do. I love all of my soul family. I appreciate all my roundtable. Definitely love you guys. You've been very supportive today on this marathon reading because that's what it's been. And you never know with me. If you find value in this, though, you might want to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I don't know what's going to happen. I might just kick out a reading and you might miss it. But then again, maybe that's the way the universe wanted it to be. But I love you guys. Hopefully you understand how important you are, Scorpio. The people who you matter the most to, you won't have a question. I promise you that. Get ready for a massive transformation. Get ready for really conquering some fears and get ready to say some no's to people that aren't going to like that very much. And of course, you've got that energy coming back from the past. Okay. So do what you need to do, Scorpio. Be divinely led and guided. Work with God. Work with Creator. Be in tune with your intuition. Rest. You need it. I love you. And until I see you again, transcend. Peace.